Welcome to NRSL All-Star Race Weekend here at Coca-Cola Super Speedway. The NRSL All-Star Showdown that's going to come on by here, presented by Coca-Cola, of course, and T-Mobile. On the unofficial pole, Nicholas Guerra. Then you got all the competitors. You got Travis Crampton, Nathan Stapleton, Steve Pollard, Gary Owen, Jonathan Hoff, Rob Evans, Matthew Eves, Austin Yoakum, Jonathan Zorlin, Jay Cook, Patrick Smith, Cole Baker, Riley Keith, Eugene Max, Marty Johnson, Elijah Leonard, Eli Bright, Ryan Acosta, Michael Walton, Carter Friesen, and Benny Watson. So let me put it in a way like this. They're going to run all 17 laps. Cautions will be on. Top two drivers that finish the race, they will go to the All-Star Race Weekend and go from there. And then we have one final driver that will get in via transferring the fan vote. So we shall see what will happen here in this race. And for the top two that get in, I hope they aren't the fan vote winners too, because that would be really, really bad. We'll see what will happen. But of course, Commando, fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there's the Command the Cup Series. We'll have the same format, 17 laps, and then of course there'll be two segments that'll go on by for the All-Star race that'll go on by, which we'll talk more about that when the main event goes on by. But there you see the drivers rolling on off. And of course, being that this is a non-points paying race, these drivers are going to go a little more extra all out, and hopefully, I hope, the keyword hope, someone does not commit seppuku off turn 4 going onto pit road, because we have seen before during those times we've had the All-Star race here. It's been interesting. Pace car comes on down pit road. 17 laps of action, like I said. We'll see what happens, though, as green flag is underway here at Coca-Cola. Got some veterans in here who are just not been having some luck this season. You got some rookies who've been doing pretty good, not just getting up there, though. Then you got a few rookies who just aren't doing well at all this season. Got the mix of those three right there. And I'll tell you what, if you watch Charlotte, you got drivers like Jonathan Hoff in the 16, Matthew Eves in the 36, Benny Watson in the 74, who had some outstanding runs. Just fell a little bit short. Same for Marty Johnson, the 4, who... Keep in mind there, he was 41st in the points coming on in. He almost won, too, so... Yoakum's going to take the lead, and got a little bit of a buzz on my end, so I'm just going to take this quick phone call, and right as I say that, Matthew Eves, Cole Baker, somebody hit the wall. Well, wonderful. Austin Yoakum is going to lead them down, and we're going to take a look what brought ourselves our first caution right now. We're looking from Eli Bright from what brought ourselves our first caution. You see Ryan Acosta squeezing Benny Watson and Rob Evans there, and they just got squeezed right there the whole time. Matthew Eves just, got turned the last second. Eli Bright stuck behind the situation, and then Watson, you see, he's going to go around. Patrick Smith gets him and about flipped him over there. Carter Friesen just, wow, got right into him. And, Cole Baker just slid right in front of the 18. And then Watson goes up the course going into Jonathan Zorlin in the 12. Wow, that's like the back markers and, like, man, that's crazy. And Matthew Eves going to Patrick Smith right there. So I guarantee you the 36 is definitely going to be off the pace. And same for the 15 if they're not out of the race yet, but... Tough break right there. They're only a couple laps in, too, so that sucks. Regardless, though, Austin Yoakum, your leader. Take it back to the green. Pace cars giving us the 1 lap to go. Nobody out of the race, so that's a good sign right there. All 22 cars are Continuing on in the course, Yoakum and Hoff right now are your top 2 drivers. One for My Racing, one for NS Racing. Marty Johnson in 3rd, Elijah Leonard in 4th, Jay Cook 5th, Eugene Max in 6th, Riley Keefe 7th, Nathan Stapleton 8th, Travis Crampton 9th, completing the top 10, Nicholas Guerra. Let's go through the rest of the top 20, include Ryan Acosta. I don't know why I said that there. Michael Walton, Steve Pollard, Carter Friesen, Patrick Smith, Rob Evans, Gary Owen, Jonathan Zorlin, Cole Baker, and Benny Watson. And then 21st, 22nd, Eli Bright and Matthew Eves. So Yoakum and Hoff right now, the top 2. Green flag back underway here at Coca-Cola. Michael Walton, the first to peek out of line right there. Benny Watson, that's going to be one driver to see if he's going to really be up to speed there. But we already can tell, Matthew Eves, Eli Bright, they are off the pace. Looks like Benny Watson there in the 74 is going to get a little lucky here. Patrick Smith would definitely not surprise me with that damage that he's got on the rear end. That's going to affect aero-wise there, and that's going to really hurt the Alliance Truck Parts Toyota there. Benny Watson, you see, is at least still up to speed, so that's a good sign right there. Jonathan Zorlin, the same for him, but Eli Bright, Matthew Eves, wow, that car really took some damage. Holy cow. Carter Friesen, man, he's completely lost, and, well, never mind about those guys, but work your way back up. Leonard now at the top position. Eugene Max, he knows he wants to join his teammate, Vince Freeze. Trying to do what he can. Right now, Leonard and Riley keep shooting their way up in the inside line. Remember, Courtney managed to do really well in Xfinity, but didn't have a ride set up. But she said she was going to be fine regardless, though. She's going to try to race her way in for the Cup Series and all and do what she can. Now look at Gary, your unofficial pole sitter there, trying to work his way up. And you see behind Hoff, they're the ones off the pace. Actually, for the most part, Evans, Gary Owen, and Ryan Acosta, they're the ones that got stuck behind the 85 there, and they ultimately had to pay the price there. Leonard right now in the top position. DeMax looking 3 wide for that lead. Is the Busch Toyota. Can't make the move, though. We'll get to P2. You know, you got some drivers here that are trying to join teammates there. DeMax trying to join Freeze, like as mentioned. Nicholas Guerra trying to join Bobo Jones. Travis Crampton, Nathan Stapleton, Jonathan Hoff. They're all trying to join Madison Tall. Marty Johnson trying to join a good number of drivers like Sebastian Kukulon. And if the tip of my tongue comes out, and that was it there. Same for Riley Keith in the 3. Ryan Acosta would have been joining as well, but he looks like he's out of luck. Austin Yoakum's trying to join Aaron Douglas and, well, Aaron Douglas in the 51 there. Pollard's trying to join Ellison. And Michael Walton and Elijah Leonard and Steve Pollard, they're just, or not Steve Pollard, I'm sorry. Elijah Leonard there trying to join them. And then Jay Cook in the 99's trying to join not Gary Owen, because he's like off the pace there in the 69 a little bit, but oh crap, Andrew Miller. Wow. How I didn't know that, I will never know, but we're on lap 11 of 17, and Eugene DeMax is in a pretty good scenario. Marty Johnson in the 4. I'll tell you what, after that Charlotte finish, I think that confidence has came for that 4 team, because look at him right now in that transfer spot right now, the final one rather, and Jay Cook all over the back bumper of that Petronas Mercedes. Now Cook's going to go to the inside. Nathan Stapleton thought he was going to follow, tucks back in line, and is going to ride the high line. Here comes Hoff in the 16. I mean, there's a really good chance NS Racing's going to really get one of their cars in there, man. I'm telling you, because now Hoff looking for 3rd on the 4, but he's going to get no draft, and that's what's going to really hurt that 16 car. Johnson wasting no time. He wants his P2 spot back, and this is a good time where you want to be on the inside lines, 3 and 4 for sure. Now Hoff looking for P3. Leonard now trying to follow the 16 AutoZone Chevrolet. Hoff will get the position. Now Pollard pushing Elijah Leonard. Man, I'll tell you what, Hoff and Johnson are not happy how they're wanting to battle for second. Saying, all right, you're going to get second. Oh, look out, Matthew Eaves in the 36 is going to block the 16. Oh, I didn't even see Matthew Eaves at all. He's that slow. Holy cow, and Pollard just lost himself out right there. Wow, that 36 was way slow. I forgot he's not even going 200 miles an hour there. Well, he's 210 right now, but Shimani. It ain't over, though, because we are going to catch him to another slow car. Hopefully Steve Pollard can get back up into the pack there. But it did separate because they are catching Eli Bright a little bit as they're on turn 2 there, and the leaders are coming in turn 1 now. Well, I don't know if they're going to catch him now. Never mind. That's not good there. That's the last thing these drivers need to see right there, and that completely separated the pack there. If I were these drivers right here, I would not go 3 wide. I would stay single file for the ones that fell back quite a ways behind the leaders there. But top 5 literally nose to tail. Look at Guerra trying to look underneath Marty Johnson. 3 wide for second. Now, see, you go 3 wide with this pack right here. That's perfectly fine. But if your driver's behind the top 5 here, yeah, you want to be single file. Like Hoff and Leonard, they realize that. They're like, okay, we got to go single file in order to have a chance here. 3 to go. Tell you what, for DeMax, he's been enjoying that drive there. He's not been able to look back behind his mirror because they keep bound for that second position, and that's been good for that Busch Toyota. Guerra now clears Marty Johnson. Right now, the 2 transfers will be DeMax and Guerra. 2 drivers who have not been in the Xfinity Series for over 6 seasons. Now Guerra looking underneath DeMax with a full head of steam. Will get a new leader finally. DeMax goes back in line. They are going to catch up to Bright. And that's news if you want to be Steve Pollard because, well, you need every bit of insurance you can get to get back in that pack. Guerra's going to lead. Here they come to Bright. They're going to go on the front straight, and that's not what he needed at all. Johnson is going to get held up, though. Oh, look out! Oh, Johnson! Oh, around goes the 4. Riley Keith, are they going to keep it together? No caution. And that just ended Johnson's chance of going to the All-Star race right there. But the white flag's coming at the line. DeMax retaking the lead. Hoff right now in the final transfer position at P2. DeMax isn't home free yet because we got 1 more lap around the course. But I'll tell you that Hoff and DeMax, they've had the 2 strongest cars. Hoff wants to go to the All-Star race. He goes to the inside. He wants that secured spot right there in that first position. Leonard trying to follow. Leonard's got some draft, but it's not really that strong. DeMax, I think, is going to get that run on the outside line. I'm not too sure. However, Leonard's get a good run off the back straight. He's going to get it, though, off 3. Hoff's going to transfer. Look at Jay Cook in the 99. Last-second effort. Is he going to get it, though? The time is ticking, but it won't be enough. Jonathan Hoff and Elijah Leonard, they're going to the All-Star race. They are going to transfer. 2 Chevys are going to make it, and you gotta feel for DeMax. Dominant on the restart, but couldn't hold on the last lap. He's going to have to rely on the fan vote if he gets it. Unbelievable. Wow. That is a shame right there for DeMax. He had it, and he blew it. I guess that's where you cue the "you blew it" memes. But for Jonathan Hoff and Elijah Leonard, they're going to get the job done. They are the 2 to transfer. And now, all these drivers, they're going to be waiting outside of their cars to find out who's going to go on to the main event as the fan vote winner. Could it be someone in the rear of the field like Eves? Could it be someone like DeMax in the front of the field? Who knows? We'll find out later on. But we're going to quickly showcase all the results right here. We mentioned who transferred in. Brian and Eves finished a lap down. So good luck to everyone that's in the showdown there for who's going to transfer in the All-Star race. And we'll see you for the Cup one in just a moment.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot and time.
The sun is back out here at Coca-Cola, and for those watching from the Xfinity Series, we are here. Time to get going here for this amazing event. So let's get on down to the starting lineup for this one. Tim Fiegel, Ramey Fisher, Dylan Thoreau, Courtney Keith, William Flickinger, Kev Shear, Kyle Matthews, Noah Hart, Brett Pritchard, Jesse Turner, Alex Ferranti, Rob Evans, which I'll explain about his situation in a moment, Quentin Moore, Clint Spillman, Johnny Gardner, Kyle Keith. Now, Rob Evans, in case you're wondering about his situation, he's in a one-off for Evans Gardner Motorsports. And we shall see how it will go from there. And without further ado, let's get the command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
Command has been given. And now we'll see how these drivers go. Same rules apply from the Xfinity race. Top two advance on in. And of course, we rely on the, as you say, I can't think of the words there. The fan vote winner after the showdown to see who gets in from there. So we shall see what happens. Pace car making a dive down pit road. 16 drivers trying to get in. Only 3 will advance. This green flag is underway here at Coca-Cola. I know for the drivers that really don't rely on the fan votes as much, those drivers, they're relying on this showdown right here. And the ones that don't rely on the fan, well, the ones that will rely on the fan vote, I don't know what'll happen, but you're gonna see what'll happen. Dylan Thoreau just got into Kev Shear, and they're already gonna wreck. Brett Pritchard got stuck, and Kev, look at Thoreau trying to avoid the 0-0, and the 4 car is gonna get stuck. Caution quickly gonna come out, but nothing too major, but the big blow right there, Dylan Thoreau in the VisaFlorida.com, number 4 there. That's going to be a big, big blow right there. And he's going to be a lap down for a fact. Courtney Keith, your leader. Let's just take a look. We brought ourselves that first caution there. Well, Kev Shear, you see right there, just pushes the 4 up to the wall right there into William Flickinger. And then Thoreau's going to slide back down into the 0-0. Noah Hart got extremely lucky right there. Got a little bit of contact, but he's going to be okay. Then Flickinger turns the 4 of Thoreau. Pritchard stuck behind them as well as the 8 car did. And the 8 car wisely just lightly pushes the 4. 54 is having to check up there, and you can see just holding on to the brakes for dear life there. And both cars you see are going to slide down, so 54 is going to get on by. And you see Thoreau, look, he's trying to avoid the 0-0, but you forget, this is a high banking track, and, well, he's going to pay right there, and that's going to be a big blow right there for Dylan Thoreau. Caution's out. Take it back to the green. Well, pace car making a dive down pit road, and we are about ready to turn it back to green flag racing here. Going to be interesting to see what will happen as Courtney Keith will lead the field down. Green flag back underway. Eyes will be on Dylan Thoreau, and it looks like he's going to be off the pace. That is a tough blow for the VisitFlorida.com Chevrolet from Spirit Daytona Racing. And, yep, you can see he's off the pace. I think that banking really did affect that 4-car there. You can see he's trying to draft off some of these guys. And now Noah Hart, Kyle Keith are going to use the high line. They're going to split the 4 down the middle. Nicey, Clint Spillman, Brett Pritchard having some difficulty trying to get around the 4. Hart's going to get by. Oh, it's Spillman about dumped Thoreau there. Nicey, William Flickinger, Kyle Keith, they're being in the rear right now, which, you know, is kind of a good thing. But you've seen Kyle actually slip back a bit because he was with Noah Hart, then he lost ground because of that 4-car. And whoa! Kyle about turned his former teammate, well, not his former teammate, but the William Flickinger there. And I don't know why I said former teammate, because that's Zach. But Kyle now working with Kyle, the Kyle and Kyle show. Matthews and Keith are working together. Now they get by Thoreau, and now everything going to be smooth now for the time being. And look at Rob Evans in a one-off. Right now, battling for P2 with Jesse Turner as Ramian Fisher is leading the field. Now, remember, in these certain circumstances here, Ramian Fisher is trying to join Audrey Barnauskas. Jesse Turner is trying to join Diego Yepes and RJ Bishop. Every single driver, Evans Gardner Motorsports, is all together. So if they can get at least one driver in, that'd be great. Same for Flickinger Racing with Noah Hart and William Flickinger. Courtney Keith, Kyle Keith are trying to join Trent Dunham, Benjamin Miles, and Kate Anderson. Brett Pritchard is trying to join Connor Meyer, John Art, and Phil Parker. Matthews trying to join Seth Cole, Jessica Sheldon, and Charles Sanford. And Kev Shears, really, I'm surprised this far off the pace. He was supposed to get up there with there, but wow, he's way slow there. Then you got all the single car teams of Clint Spillman in the 24. And Alex Ferranti, the 4. But can't forget about Tim Fiegel. He's trying to join Jeff James and, if my memory serves me correctly, I'm trying to spit out the other driver, Ember Ross in the 77. Let's go on board with the 65 of Evans and show you his view, because he has been having a terrific run so far in the showdown. See, working on the back bumper of Courtney Keith right there in the 40. Right now, Fiegel and Fisher are the top 2. Now, we haven't had a one-off driver make the All-Star field since Season 2. Season 1 or Season 2, now I can't remember who exactly it was that made it in. It's very rare that we have these type of drivers, and even more rare that they even make the field. So, Evans, though, keep in mind, is an Xfinity regular right now this season, who hasn't really had much to do. So far today, has been having an outstanding run. Fisher. Continuing to lead, Courtney Keith P2. Evans and Fiegel would be the first ones out. And William Flickinger has lost the pack in the 8 car. I don't know how Flickinger is, but he's losing it. Oh, Turner getting into Clint Spillman a little bit there. Keeping together. And man, that would have been the second car Jesse Turner would have been into, and that was a very close call right there. So far, Chevys, they've been the ones controlling the field. Fiegel's had his little moment as the Toyota, but now the Chevys are coming back again. And keep in mind, I know this is mainly a Chevy brigade with an exception of 2 Toyotas, a Mercedes, and that is it because, you know, that's all the field right there. Got a feel for Thoreau right there, let alone Kev Shearer, because I'm amazed how far back he is, and he didn't look like he suffered much in that wreck, but whatever happened on the inside, it did. As we're coming to 4 laps to go at the line, Fisher and Courtney Keith, they remain the top 2. Courtney's going to slide up the track a little bit as Matthews get a little bit of contact with her, and now Matthews trying to take second. Rob Evans said, all right, let's go 3 wide. Goes the Supergirl Chevrolet for Evans Gardner Motorsports. He's going to have help from Jesse Turner a little bit, but Matthews going to shut the door. He's had experience with tracks like this before as a 09. He knows how to navigate his way through. Quentin Moore starting to lose a little bit of the pack right there. Kyle Keith, Clint Spillman, they know the time's ticking. They got to get up there. Courtney Keith in that 40, man, that 40 car fell back quite a ways a bit there. And now Gardner working his way up to P2. He said it too. He said, I know all of our drivers are in here. Literally every single driver you can think of that's here. As, wow, they're catching up to Kev Shearer, the 00. Is he going to block Fisher, let alone help Johnny Gardner? No, he's going to move out of the way. Whoa, he about wrecked himself in Fisher. That checked up Johnny Gardner and others, but that's going to help. He's trying to help Quentin Moore in the 89 get into the pack. Held up Brett Pritchard, Kyle Keith, and Alex Ferranti. Look at the 89 flying on by. Ferranti lost some ground because of that, but he's trying to catch up to Quentin Moore quickly. But he just lost some of that draft there, and that's going to hurt the 84 Ally Chevrolet with 2 to go. That's the only slow car they're going to catch there. Gardner looking for the lead. Courtney Keith. Whoa, is Gardner about to turn the leader? What a save now. Here comes Courtney Keith and Noah Hart. At the line with the white flag. Hart with the advantage coming on the high line, but now he's going to lose all that momentum to lose to Gardner and Keith. Jesse Turner now working up to P3. Look at Clint Spillman, the 24. White flag at the line. Fisher and Gardner. They're the 2 right now to transfer. Can Turner, Courtney Keith, or anybody else behind them make an attempt? Gardner knows he's the one in danger. He's trying to hang on and advance to the All-Star race. Now Gardner's looking for the lead. Here comes the 5. He wants to secure his spot. Here he goes down low. Look at Turner going for second on Fisher. Will he have enough momentum, though, coming the line? Side by side is the final transfer spot. Who's it going to be? It'll be Jesse Turner going to make it in. Well, Johnny Gardner said he was going to get one of his cars in there. He did it. And Jesse Turner sneaks in to get the final transfer spot from Ramey and Fisher. And you got a feel for him. Because he was having such a car. And now he's going to have to rely on the fan vote as well as the other drivers that you see right here. But congrats to Gardner and Turner on making it in. Well, What a race that was, regardless. But there you see your full results. And the only driver for sure we know that's not going to be in the All-Star field will be Rob Evans, because he is a one-off driver and they do not count. So that's a shame right there. But regardless, though, if you noticed who is in the fan vote, well, with the exception, I think in the video I put down Commons and Connemara, they're not in it. So my apologies if that is the case. But regardless, though, gonna be interesting to see what'll happen. So, who wins the fan vote? We'll see you guys later on that very shortly. So, without further ado, congratulations to the fan vote winners you're going to see right after this. Until then, we'll see you for the All-Star race later on.